Alright, what's going on, guys? I see that I got 9 subs. You know, I'm one away from my goal, which was 10. So all I wanted was 10 subs to get, you know, just 10 friends, a little community going, you know, so that's good. Doing good. Alright, so today I'm going to explain how to get your CDL in under 3 minutes. Alright, so it's very simple. Alright, so first thing you got to do is go down to your local DMV and ask them for the commercial driver's license manual, right? And it's not even that thick. Read it, right? And even if you read some of it, you know, and if you're watching trucking videos already, then you're most likely going to pass. I swear, if you, let's say you watch like 15, maybe 20 trucking videos, and I got some more coming for you guys that'll explain some things, you guys will just be able to grasp on how these semi-trucks work. And so do that, and then go in, and you're looking around anywhere from $10 to $200 to get your permit and your license, right? And I'm going to post up some pics that will show the pricings in different states if I can find one. Or what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description. You click on it, it'll take you, and that's that. I mean, you just go to the website. Alright? Now, once you take the test for your permit, if you fail it, and you don't, I think it's like 50 questions, and all you need to do is answer 40 of them. And I believe you need an 80% to pass. And then after that, if you fail, it's like another $10, and you can take it, I believe, as many times as you want. I think top out maybe 3 times, and then you have to pay again an additional $10. And I will link that up. And then, all right, now you have your permit, right? So what do? How do you get your CDL? All right, well, I know there's construction sites that will teach guys. There's, in fact, I made another video. I made a local video. Check out that local video. Let's say you pick a company, Old Dominion. Their schooling is $3,000. That is it. And you don't pay it. They will pay it for you. And once you start working for them, they will pay that. I'm pretty sure they pay it. You call them, you figure it out. I didn't do that, so I don't know. So call them. And why wouldn't you want to do a job like that as your starter job anyways? So, I mean, you get paid anywhere, and I was looking at that video, it was a little wrong. It's around $1,100 to $1,500 a week, you know? So, I mean, starting off, that's hella good, and you're home every single day. So, I don't know how much time I got left, but that's it. I mean, go down to your local DMV, take the test. If you fail it, pay another $10, you pass, right? And I'm going to end it here. If you want to keep watching, go ahead. I'll go into more detail, but that's it. I mean, it's very simple. And then pick a school, or, you know, do it by yourself. Get someone to train you, and then take the test. And that's that. Alright, so peace. Alright, what's going on, guys? Your boy KZ again. I forgot to mention, my bad, I am sorry. It is over 3 minutes. But you have to go get your medical certificate. I watched over the video. I did not say that. So get your medical certificate. Go down to your doctor's office. They have to be someone who's DOT approved, or, you know, someone along those lines. But it's not hard to find. They give you a physical, they drug test you, some do a hair follicle test, but that shouldn't be your concern. So make sure you're clean, get that drug test done, get your medical certificate. If you have any kind of medical problems, like I do, sometimes your medical card only lasts for like 1 year, 6 months, 2 years. Most people are 2 years. Actually, I don't even know if it's majority anymore, but some people's licenses, their certificates last 2 years. Mine only lasts a year because of my medical condition, so I have to renew mine once a year. It's not a big deal. I just have to fill out one more form than other people. So if you're not sure about that, either contact Washington, because a lot of people don't know the rules. Even these companies don't. So these major big companies, they don't even know what the laws are. So if you're unsure of something, just contact the FMCSA. From my experience, they are really understanding people and helpful. So don't be scared of them. A lot of people think they're out to get you, but you know, from my experience, they have helped me more than bad. They haven't done anything wrong. They've been great to me. So yeah, that's it. Go down to your doctor, get your medical card, boom. Now you got your CDL. Sorry, I had to add that in there. Alright, so I'm going to go into more detail for you, those guys I want to know more. So, alright, let me take a breath here. So, let's see, permit, right? It's very easy to get your permit. I believe I don't even think I studied for it. I think it's just general knowledge. You might have the air brake test in there too, so no, the air brake test comes like on your test, I believe. Either way, you got to learn how to do it. And basically, if you think in your mind, I'll make a video on this on how to do it. So stay tuned for that if you don't know how to do it. And plus, there's plenty of other videos out there on YouTube. And I got a headset coming in, like I ordered one from China. It's going to be like a head cam, and I will show you guys. It's in California at the moment. It's coming to where I live. Right now I'm currently in Washington, and so I didn't want to shoot all on my phone because it's kind of annoying. I looked at that last video. It's kind of, yeah. But so I will get into that. I'll get into the brake test. I will show you guys how to do a pre-trip. That'll be a different video. So I will have all that stuff on my channel for you guys to get your CDL and what I think, or what would fit you. So the permit, just literally go down to your local DMV and just ask them, like, hey, can I get that book, the CDL manual? And they'll give it to you. And then once they give it to you, you just study it, right? And then take the test. I mean, honestly, I would just take the test, see how you do, see where you fell at. That way you get kind of like a general knowledge of what kind of questions they ask. And then if not, like let's say when you're at work, go on YouTube, pick in your state. Let's say if you live in California, or let's say Utah. Utah has one, and you're just picking Utah, CDL, whatever test you're taking. Let's say it's the general knowledge one. And it'll just give you like a list of like 200 questions, and just memorize all the answers, you know. And it's literally that easy. And like as you're working throughout the day, you'll just listen to it, right? But then make sure you understand what the questions are, because it's very, very important to realize that you are driving an 80,000 pound vehicle. Now, some people don't realize this. I ask a lot of people this, and they don't know. Like, if you were to take 30 cars, and if you were able to put 30 cars, roughly, you know, maybe a little less, because each car weighs about 3,000 pounds, maybe a little under. But if you can fit 30 cars on the back of a trailer, like on a flatbed somehow, it could pull that. Like, think about that. And so when you're bombing down a hill at 80,000 pounds, and like, let's say you lose your brakes and you can't stop, and you're bombing, and a lot of people that just drive cars, they don't know that how much weight we're actually pulling. Imagine if you cannot stop, how much damage and and how many people can we kill if we just blow through an intersection and there's like 40 cars lined up. You know, we're gonna go like through, you know, a lot. And so so keep in mind, it is very dangerous. Now, I believe trucking is one of the most dangerous jobs. I believe it's in like at least the top 10 jobs you can do, but it's something that a lot of people don't think about, especially you don't really want to think about it, but it's not for everyone. Now, where you should start, that's entirely up to you. I did make a local video, and if you watch that and you understand how easy local is on my video, just watch it. I explain it thoroughly. If you don't like that and you want to do over the road, let's say you're single and you don't care and you just want to get out and you want to see the United States or wherever you are, Europe, wherever, I'm going to make another video about OTR. That's coming soon, so just stay tuned for that. But let's say, as far as a starter company, you know, I don't know, like, okay, it depends on you, right? So for me, I was got these people right now checking out my tags. I had to pay $25 to park in this spot. I'm in Washington right now. The parking's horrible here. But so I started with rail, right? Some people pronounce it roll or whatever, you know, however you want to say it, but they pronounce it rail. Now, they're a very safe company, right? And I chose them because I have a heavy foot, you know, and when I used to drive back in the day, you know, I used to speed a lot, but, you know, I stopped speeding as much when I got older. But the thing is, I did realize I have a heavy foot. And before I got into trucking, I did a lot of research, and I realized how dangerous trucking actually is. You know, like when people cut you off, you got to keep calm. You know, there's a lot of truckers that road rage out here. I mean, the amount of things I've already seen just on my 2 days on the job back, people have been road raging, truckers. But if you're a good driver and you stay accident free, because I'm accident free for almost 3 years now, so not bragging, just saying. So I'm glad I started with rail. They did not pay well, and they would just give you really bad loads. But the thing is, you're new. You're right out the gate. You can't expect to make a lot unless you go local, like I said. So keep that in mind. But if you want to get out and get that over-the-road experience, that's where I went. But I can't deny their school training. Their school training was really efficient, and it taught me some really safe values that I'll never forget. Some of the stuff my first trainer ever taught me. For instance, when I get tired, he told me to put on some comedy, right? Or like there's this thing like with prank phone calls that you can just listen to. And every single time I'm super tired and I feel like I want to fall asleep, I put that on. Sure enough, I wake right up and I can stay up for the rest of the day, you know, or take a quick 20-minute nap. But it works every single time. I don't know why. Maybe your mind's just thinking. I've tried audiobooks. They're all right. So if you want to go that route, pick a school, you know. But the thing is about with rail, the reason I wouldn't really recommend it, though, is because you're stuck in that contract for, it would be like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and it's $7,000. Or you just take the loss and leave. But I mean, that's up to you. But I got offered a position at the time to where I'd be making like almost double. So I was like, whatever, I'll just take the loss. And but I don't disagree with what they taught me. I'll never regret that, because they just taught me so many things that I see people doing, and you can tell they had either a bad trainer and just picked up bad habits, you know. And so find a good school, and so Rail was a good school, and they pay for your hotel, they pay for everything while you go there, and it's in Indiana, where I went to, Gary, Indiana, and but then I became an independent contractor, and then went local. But when I was doing independent contracting, I was making, I want to say like good money, but decent money, and not having my truck governed, I was able to get more miles, a lot easier. But however you want to do it, go local, go over the road, look into the school, look at the ratings, look at videos. I gave you two options, either the local, if you check out my other video, or Rail. But that's, I don't know if I'd recommend it. Maybe. I hear Prime's pretty good too to start out with. The company I'm currently working for, Snyder, I don't know how they are, so I'll need more time. Maybe I'll make another video about that. So I don't know. I'm never gonna say something I don't know. So when I find that out, I will get back to you guys on that. I'll throw it in, maybe on one of my vlogs, if you keep up to date with me. And then let's see. So I talked about how to get your permit. Just go in, get your DMV, take the test. If you fail it, pay $10. Then boom. Now you have 3 more chances, and you should be able to pass it. And then once you get, now let's say you go to school, right? Now you're in school, right? When I was in school at Rail, you just know when you're meant for trucking, right? And I believe they didn't make people pay the $7,000 if they couldn't pass the school. I'm pretty sure on that. But talk to your recruiter if you do go and get it in writing for sure. But there was a lot of people in my group and in my class that didn't make it, and you can tell right away if you're meant for trucking. Just be honest with yourself, and they do teach you manual there, so you're not learning automatic. So keep that in mind. It's a 10-speed there, and a 13-speed I did on another one. And what's cool about the 10-speed is you're able to learn like a 13-speed. It's pretty self-explanatory once you learn the 10. And even in 18 now, I believe I can do after learning how to float gears and stuff. And so, but if you don't see, like if you're driving the truck and you're just like freaking out when you're new, and you probably shouldn't be driving a truck, but that's up to you. I would have to see how you're driving and stuff like that to give you more info for the individual. But just be honest with yourself, because you are driving something that can kill lots of people, especially if you're pulling hazardous material, like when I was pulling like a truckload of dynamite, So if I would have tipped or something, I could have blown up, and so there's that route. Now, if you can get a friend or something like that, or let's say you work on a farm and you have like a dad or something that can teach you, by all means go that route. Just pay the, what is it? It's like $160 or something like that, depending on where you live. But you're looking around no more than, I don't know, I'd say no more than $250. But once you get your CDL, you're not even going to remember how much you paid, because honestly, the money you make when you drive CDL, it pays for itself, and quick too. By your first paycheck, you're already going to have all those fees or all those fees paid for, sorry. I don't have like a writing on it, write this down, I'm just winging it. So I'm just telling you what I know off the top of my dome here. So It's that, I mean, really, it's that simple. Find someone, and then, you know, if you know someone, like I said, on the farm, get maybe your dad or someone, or construction site, they do it too, or school. And find a good school. You know, honestly, if I was doing it nowadays, if I, okay, in this video, if I were to get my CDL again, starting over, I would have probably went to one of those local companies like Old Dominion or something like that. I didn't get fired from them, for the record. I was watching that video. It sounded like I got fired, but no, I quit. They just didn't want to work with me, with my medical condition. And I just was like, nah, screw it, I'm done. So, they're a really good company, right? And there's other companies out there, you know, that's with LTL freight. You know, that's where I would suggest to start, is LTL, because it's so easy, you know. But like, if you want to work hard and you can't stand sitting in a truck all day, then do something like food service or Pepsi or Coke. I believe they have a program too. But and they'll pay for it, you know, they'll pay for your schooling, and it's less. It's like $3,000 instead of $7,000. But the problem I have with that, the only concern I have with that, is the safety, right? Like, Old Dominion, yeah, they were big on safety, but I learned more at rail. I learned more about how serious a truck is, and with me having a heavy foot, it was just, I think, I don't regret it. I truly, truly don't regret going to that school and learning. And it was kind of cool too, because I lived on the West Coast, and where I went to school was on the East Coast, so it was kind of cool, you know, to go somewhere I've never been, and I got to kind of get out of my comfort zone and learn something new. And get your CDL. Don't be scared. Just go down to the DMV, get the book. You have no excuses. Just go down. If you want it, get it. And you'll know as soon as you get in that truck if it's meant for you. You know, but give it a little bit of time. Give it, you know, 2-3 weeks. And if you're improving and your trainer's telling you you're improving and you can see it in yourself, then by all means, keep going for it, you know, and just stay safe out there, you know. And if you ever have a feeling that you're going to hit something, please just get out and look. I have a picture of myself on one of these docks. I was driving for like 2 years, and I was backing up, and everyone has a story like this, and I was backing up, but somebody at rail once told me, if you ever have a feeling, please just get out and look, right? Because he hit like a drain pipe coming out of the wall. Oh, it was an electrical box. It was an electrical box coming out the wall. It was just like on the side of the wall, and he hit it. Or no. Okay, I'm sorry. Since I didn't plan any of this out, I'm getting stories mixed up. There was an electrical box on the side of the wall, and they just replaced it because it got hit. And he was telling me this story. He was like, dude, I just had this weird feeling in my stomach that I should get out and look, right? And he was backing up, and he just didn't feel good, so he got out and looked. And sure enough, if he would have went any farther, he would have took out that electrical box. And it wasn't that big. I mean, it was like only like this big, right? And so he would have took that out. Same thing for me. I was driving for like 2 years, right? And I was backing up into this really, really tight dock. It had like a wall, and then like a barrier, and then another wall, so you could fit 2 trucks down, but there was like this little barrier in between, and it was very, very tight. I mean, you had like not even an inch on both sides. It was like where your mirrors are, it was like just barely, you know, you could barely squeeze in there. But when I was backing up, I wasn't aligned right. I was trying to go too quick, and I was backing up, and you know, 'cause you get complacent sometimes when you drive for so long, and that's one thing that you should never do. And but I got complacent, and I was backing up a little too quick, and I I didn't check my surroundings good enough, and I just had this weird feeling in my stomach. I was like, get out and look, you know. So I got out, and sure enough, there was this shed, like, so the wall was here and the shed was like right here, but it was sticking out farther. And like the way your wheels are, so your wheels are here. If your wheels are here, sometimes depending on where your tandems are, which is the back trailer wheels, if you don't know what that means, your rear end of your trailer could be sticking out like that, which is like a good about 6 feet. And so that makes a big difference. So your wheels are here and your back is like about, I don't know, like 6 feet, something like that. I don't know the exact footage, but I was backing up, and just the way my truck was angled, I would have made it into the hole where I was supposed to go, but I didn't check my surroundings, and I just had a weird feeling in my stomach. And I got out, walked to the back of my truck, and I looked, and I was like this close from hitting the shed. I would have took that shed all the way out. And so yeah, just be very careful. I mean, you know, and you don't want an accident. You really don't, because like, I mean, I'm, you know, going almost 3 years now with no accidents, you know, and you're trying to build that resume, you know, for something that will pay you what you deserve, you know. Even if you're a company driver, there are companies out there that will pay you $100,000 a year if you keep that clean record. You might have a boss, but I mean, it is what it is. If you want to know some of those companies, just leave me a comment, you know, or message me. I will get back to you on that. And again, if you want to be my friend, hit that subscribe button, guys. And that's it. I mean, good luck, guys, and please just go get it if you guys are thinking about doing it. Or let's say, you know, you're like, to end this, like, why do you keep working at a job that you don't want to work at anymore? What is stopping you from making $80, $70, $80 to $100,000 a year? I mean, you can get it now. You can get it in a month. Seriously. Just watch these videos. You know, if you want, hit that sub button for me, you know, be my friend, and let's do this, guys. I mean, let's make our own little community. And I'm telling you, you know, it is that simple. You can change your life. If you're working, I'm talking to the people that are working for $15 an hour. Stop. Don't do that anymore. Stop working for $10 an hour. We need those people. But I'm talking about the guys that want, or girls that want to start making more money and are unhappy with the pay. You know, because we're taught our whole lives to go to school, get a good job, do something you want, and then, you know, be a member of society. Even though that's not how rich people think, that's a whole nother issue. They like to, you know, have people, they like to make money versus work for it. It's different. They have a whole different mindset, but that's a different subject. I'm not going to get into that. But I mean, guys, please pick a company. You'll know if you're suited out for it. Also, if you're a warehouse worker, let's say drive a box truck for a year, 3 months, 2 months, anything. Get that little bit of experience to drive a bigger truck, you know. The box truck driving, when I did that for a little bit, really helped me when I got in my semi truck. I would look back and it was almost the exact same. It was just a longer, that's it. So, and then the churning was different, you know, and then I just had to learn how to do like a 45 because I was doing flatbed. You know, you can do a 45 and a 90 depending on how you do it. In fact, you know what? That's another good video I can show you guys. I can show you how to do a 45 back, and I can show you guys how to do a 90. So stay tuned for that, and I will show you guys. Hopefully this was informative, and if I can find those, I already found the pictures. If I can figure out how to link it, I will link it. And that's that, guys. It's really that simple. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I was talking really fast, I think, today. I don't know. But please leave a comment if you got questions. And if you want to know more how to get your CDL, let me know. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.